Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Herospalace. And for today's video, I will be showcasing some of my personal favorite comic books that I own. Now, these might not be the most expensive or even the rarest books out there, but I love them, and at the end of the day, it's my list. So if you're new around these parts, come hang out with us at the Palace by subscribing to the channel. And if you come this far, why not drop a like on the video? It really does help the channel out a lot. And if you would like to see more content like this, leave a comment down below and let us know. So without further ado, here are some of my favorite comic books right after this intro.
Got him! Got him!
So starting off the list, we have the first appearance of Static Shock. So basically, issue 1 of Static, a comic book series created by Dwayne McDuffie, introduces readers to the story of Virgil Hawkins, a teenager living in Dakota City. Now, Virgil's an intelligent and talented high school student, and he's determined to make a difference in his community. So basically, the issue begins with Virgil and his best friend Richard attending a protest against a controversial local politician, Edwin Alva, I believe his name is. They witness an altercation between Alva's security forces and protesters, which ends tragically when an experimental chemical explodes, covering Virgil and others in this strange substance known as quantum juice.
Good old quantum juice.
So unexpectedly, the quantum juice grants Virgil with superhuman abilities, transforming him into Static, a teenage superhero with the incredible electromagnetic powers. And with these newfound abilities, of course, he becomes determined to defend the innocents of Dakota City and combat the corrupt figures plaguing his hometown. So, and because it's the first appearance, you know, I love this book.
I mean, you can't never go wrong with the first appearance,
right? So next on the list, we have Captainplanet #1.
Get out of here, bro.
So look, in this exhilarating first issue, the first issue of Captainplanet and the Planeteers, they embark on an urgent mission to combat a major ecological crisis caused by an basically Hoggish Greedley. If you watch the show, he's basically the protagonist in the first issue. So as he pollutes the rivers and, you know, threatens the local ecosystem from both humans and wildlife, Captainplanet gathers the Planeteers to wield their powerful rings of, you know, we all know it, you know, Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, and Heart, you know, go planet. You know, they fight against the corporation's greed-driven destruction. And along the way, the issue explores the importance of the environmental awareness and teamwork and the power of individuals to make a difference and a positive change in the world. So, with all this, you know,
craziness going on
right, you know, Captainplanet.
Before we go any further, have you seen?
Oh, I already know what you're about to say. Yes. If you haven't seen Don Cheadle as Captainplanet,
you're true. Bro, epic, bro, epic. That was great.
Next on my list,
I mean, Captainplanet #1, bro.
I mean, look, I had to. You know, it's always been a favorite cartoon of mine as a child. You know,
I mean, that goes for a lot of us. I think from Generation X.
And I actually have some other, you know, hidden gems. They're not in this list, unfortunately, but I have some hidden gems that most people wouldn't even. They'd be like, "What?" You know?
Yeah.
A couple double dragons straight. You know, just saying, Pirates of the Dark Water. We'll get there, trust me. So next on my list is a title that I really enjoy. This is Marvel Zombies #1. Now let me say, first of all, before y'all come at me in the comments, I know this isn't the first print, you know, original issue. I do have that. Don't make me pull it out. I just didn't want to, you know, disturb it, you know, for this. I had this one laying around, so hey, it's still Marvel Zombies.
Yes.
I'm just saying, so don't come with me in the comments, you know, I know the difference. So, but basically, Marvel Zombies is set in an alternate universe where a devastating virus has turned Earth's mightiest heroes into flesh-eating zombies. And you saw a little bit of it in Marvel's What If.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out because it is a.
They even have a game.
Yes.
They even have a game, a board game that is called Marvel Zombies.
So I mean, it's really good. We play it all the time. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get turned into zombies, and basically it follows the remaining uninfected heroes as they struggle to survive in a world overrun by their former allies, basically. And as their surviving heroes battle against hordes of undead, they grapple with the moral dilemmas of killing their infected friends to protect humanity and restore order. I mean, who wouldn't, you know?
Right.
But, you know, Zombie Cap and Iron Man, like...
Right. I mean, come on, bro.
So, but the issue basically explores the themes of survival, loyalty, and the persistent fight for hope in the face of seemingly unsurmountable odds. It's a lot going on, but it's really, really good. And, you know, they have different ones, you know, Marvel Zombies too.
And some of the frames are pretty gruesome too.
Exactly.
Like there's some gruesome frames in that comic book.
Definitely check that out if you have a chance.
It's a great read. Great read.
So next on my list, I'm gonna say this first, you know. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not a huge Batman fan, but there are a couple stories of his out there that I really do enjoy.
He ain't lying.
And this one is definitely one of them, and I'm pretty sure when I tell you why, you'll understand. But this is Batman Nightfall 497.
Ooh.
This gripping issue marks a significant turning point for Batman. As the ruthless villain Bane resurfaces from the depths of Arkham Asylum, he orchestrates a plan to basically assault Gotham and break the Dark Knight both physically and mentally. Batman's spirit is pushed to his limits as he confronts Bane's sheer strength and tactics. Ultimately, though, in a shocking twist, Bane overpowers Batman and leaves him with a broken back. Classic.
The infamous broken back.
So, of course, I had to add that to the collection. So, and I mean, this issue basically explores resilience and vulnerability. Batman gets fucked up, basically.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how else to put it. So, I definitely had to add that one to the collection.
Yeah. Bane hurts you, bro.
Right. Now, another one, you know, and I don't really talk about this series too much, but I've really gotten into it. But this is Before Watchmen, Rorschach #1.
Ooh.
So this is before he, you know, joins Watchmen, basically. So basically it delves into the past of one of the most intriguing characters from the Watchmen series. The issue centers around Rorschach's relentless pursuit of justice in the gritty streets of New York. Rorschach hunts down a serial killer with twisted, modious operandi, basically. The story takes readers deep into Rorschach's dark and troubled psyche. If you don't know anything about Rorschach, like, he's not all up there, but he's up there. Let's just say that. So as he navigates the blurred line between hero and vigilante, set against the backdrop of corruption and moral ambiguity, this issue definitely explores the origin of Rorschach's unwavering determination and his unwavering commitment to justice. He, you know, and a lot of people would like to compare him to Batman, kind of his tactics, because Rorschach really is a detective at heart.
I mean, yeah, he was a
and
detective just like Batman.
He's very physical.
I mean, in the detective aspect, I can see how he was very similar to Batman. Now, power-wise, a different story there.
I mean, they're both humans. Batman just has a lot more tech, and you know, Rorschach really just has a trench coat and a moving mask. But he's effective. You know?
I mean, he gets the job done
Exactly.
with nothing, with no grappling hooks, no batarangs, no nothing. Like
exactly. So
that's a really good issue.
Yes, I really, and I want to get all of them. And they also have some Jim Lee covers of the Before Watchmen series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's basically full body art. It's really, I'm gonna have to grab a hold of those.
Those would be nice.
Getting down to the end here.
Nitty gritty.
So I have a 9.8 CGC graded Son of Cal #1. Now this book is fairly new to my collection, and it's already become one of my favorite. It has the homage cover of Superman #1, obviously. You know, and it's basically about Jonathan Kent, the infamous son of Lois and Clark, stepping up to take over his father's mantle, as it looks like Superman will be busy dealing with other things going on in the DC universe, like War World. When this issue came out, they were doing the whole War World storyline. So this 12-issue run is sure to set up the passing of the mantle of the Man of Steel, and I do plan on trying to get the whole run graded, but that's for a later video. So basically, in this issue, it ushers in a new era for Superman as his son, Jonathan Kent, steps into the iconic superhero role. With Superman's guidance, Jonathan learns to harness the incredible powers that he has and tries to shoulder the responsibilities of protecting Metropolis and the world.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You being a Superman fan.
Yes.
The Lois and Superman
show? Yes.
On HBO Max.
Yes.
You think they're going to incorporate that?
Well, see, there's the thing about it. The show is different from...
Because they get pretty close to it with him getting his powers.
See, the problem is that the show is different from the canon of Superman, because in the comic book, in canon world, Superman only has one son, which is Jonathan. In the show, he has twins, Jonathan and Jordan, because of the whole Flashpoint Crisis thing that the CW did. So it's kind of different. But, I mean, they do touch on a couple similarities between the two and everything, but the show I would consider it like a Elseworld storyline.
I got you.
You know, different universe type thing.
Okay.
But they still have some of the same, because I mean, technically, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, you know, in the show, the Bizarro Superman they turned him into Doomsday.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Again with the Doomsday.
Right, you know. So.
Stop turning people into Doomsday!
Right. So, basically this issue is about Jonathan's journey of self-discovery, and he navigates the challenges of living up to his father's legacy while forging his own path. You know, standard stuff. You know, step out of your father's shadow, come into your own. You know, family, duty, and personal growth are basically the themes of, you know, the first issue. I'm not going to get in any depths about the other ones, but I probably will do a series on all of them. I plan on getting all of them CGC graded as well. So, you know, as he tries to inspire, you know, hope in the world that needs a new Superman, because, like I said, he's off doing other things, so he's not as active. So that's basically this. And I will end the showing of some of my favorite comic books I own with this incredible...
Oh, this is the one I'm excited about.
Book I own.
This is nostalgia.
This 9.8 signature series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 45. This Spider-Man #1 Torment variant, signed by one of the greatest Rangers of my generation, the late JasonDavidFrank. May you rest in peace. Now, this gripping issue of Power Rangers confronts their most dangerous opponent yet, Lord Zedd. As the villainous Zedd plans to conquer Earth, as always, the Rangers find themselves pushed to their limits along the physical threat, an issue that delves into the personal struggles and conflicts within the team. Now, I will say this. This is an amazing story, don't get me wrong. I really do enjoy the story, but that's not what makes this comic special to me. You know, even though you get to see, you know, Omega Rangers team up with Mighty Morphin and all that, but, you know, JasonDavidFrank was so important to the franchise, and I'm really glad that...
He was the king chess piece.
When you say Power Rangers, you know, usually that's the first name that pops in your head. You know, the Green Ranger, Tommy, you know. I mean...
Dude, everyone knows who Tommy is.
Exactly.
Don't matter what... I mean, come on, dude.
So I'm really glad that I have
and
this
the fact that it's
in my collection. And he signed it. And it's a 9.8. You know,
signed.
It will take a lot for me to get rid of this. Like, just... being real, you know, it would take a lot.
The right amount.
So
if you got money and you want it, you know what I mean?
So I'm really glad that I got a piece of his
That's
legacy to honor his memory. So, ladies and gents, those are just a couple of the comics that I own. There's lots more, but...
we got short boxes galore.
Right, so, you know, you never know when I might showcase more of our collection, you know, so...
Yeah,
it's growing by the day.
I would like to... We're definitely going to be doing some more comic book videos. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah, and I still have my big comic book surprise coming that I'm waiting for. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited though. I'm not saying nothing till it comes in. Don't nobody know nothing.
We're gonna be sending some off to get graded, so we'll be doing unboxing on those.
Yes, definitely.
We do plan on buying some more here soon, so we'll be doing some more on those too as well.
And just a heads up, you know, we have some other things in the work that deals with comic books, and we're trying to get our feet wet in the comic book game, as they say. So be on the lookout for more information about that, because we're super excited about that.
Oh yeah, making moves, baby, making moves.
It's coming. So once again, thanks y'all for watching.
As always,
we'll see y'all in the next one.